The title of this video says it all. One thing that every coach should consider adding to their practice. What is it, you might ask? Is this a baseball thing? Be it a baseball coach, former football coach? No, it is not specific to your sport, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, softball, hockey, badminton, beer pong, whatever. This is through all sports, all levels. What is the one thing that every coach should consider adding to their practice? And I'm newly discovering that this raises the level of play for my players. That one thing is competition time. What do I mean by competition time? See, me as a baseball coach, coaching 12U this year, what I notice is sometimes, with your players, depending on how long they've played the sport, they've been going through the motions for years, right? You start playing baseball, and a lot of practices look similar from your time in Pee-wee, T-ball to growing up. Some of the things you're still doing the same from the beginning, right? And it could get monotonous and a little dull. And sometimes you'll see players, like I've had to pull my players to the side yesterday. We practice, our indoor facility is open to the public, but we reserve our individual tunnel time. And they're, warming up playing catch, and it's half effort. So sometimes you have competing teams in the same age group from different organizations coming in. And when they are doing that half effort stuff, sometimes you'll see a ball sail over somebody's head or a ball hit somebody's glove and they drop it and you're just playing catch. It's inexcusable. So I had to pull them to, I had to get them together yesterday and say, hey, there's younger kids watching you, right? They don't warm up this way. They don't drop the ball. When you turn on the TV, you watch high school, college, pro, when they're warming up playing catch, you don't see overthrows and drops. And it's not, it's a focus thing, right? So when you're doing something monotonous at this age, it becomes a focus thing. So what I've learned is the mistakes that I see in practice, sometimes when it's just normal drill work, whether we're working on our backhand or our footwork or pitching or whatever, our players make mistakes, which is fine. They're kids, they're going to make mistakes. They're not perfect. None of us are. But the way my group is set up, the way my team is set up, they are very competitive. They want to win. So when we turn practice into a competition, those mistakes seem to magically disappear and vanish. So what I've done is I've made more time for competition inside my practices. I'll tell you what kind of things I'm doing in a second, and then I'll finish with some video of what I've been doing. So just routine things like ground balls, filling it out in front, timing up your left foot with the ball hitting your glove, shuffle, throw, things like that, right? Can get monotonous and they make mistakes. But if you put two kids up against each other and they want to outdo each other, suddenly the bobbling of the ball, the not getting your glove down, letting it go under your glove and making errors magically goes away with this group. So not only do the mistakes magically go away, the intensity ramps up. So you're getting more from each rep, and our team is moving through reps faster. So our team is getting better from competition, 1, getting more reps, 2, getting more intense reps, 3, and 4, they're learning how to live through high pressure situations. We put the pressure on in practices so that in games, the pressure feels normal. And they don't have to rise to a level. They're already at that level because this is what they do routinely. So one of the things I like to do is, they call it the goalie drill in baseball. We have a limited amount of space in our indoor facility. We're in Indiana. It's too cold to get out right now. Hopefully we'll be out in the next couple weeks. But basically 2 cones, if you have them. Our tunnel's not even really big enough for 2 cones, but it's basically I'm throwing the ball at them. It's too small for anything else, fungos or fly ball stick, anything like that. I'm throwing the ball at them and they have to stop it, right? This is what you're going to see on the tail end of this video. If they do not field the ball cleanly, that is a point. Points are not good in this drill. So we divide up into 2 teams, even teams. If they do not field the ball cleanly, that's a point. If they make a poor throw back to me, that's also a point. The first team to 5 points loses, and that team has to do push-ups, right? So our kids love it. So the winning team loves getting down on the other team's face and watching them do push-ups, encourage them, tell them they better get their form right, Their back better be straight. All this. And like I said, what I've seen, more focus and less mistakes. I think we had uneven numbers for this particular practice, but you will notice the kids' enthusiasm during these drills, right? We actually had to pull an older brother who's not a baseball player in to make the teams even on this next drill. Bless his heart, AJ, he did the best he could. And it's actually funny because his team was getting upset with him for making mistakes because they wanted to win so badly. But I picked 2 captains, different each week, try to make the skill levels of the team similar of those captains, and they pick their teams. And that's one drill you can do with this goalie drill for competition. Another thing you can do, if you have a pitching screen in baseball, if you have a pitching screen with the numbers on it for your zones, you can have an accuracy competition. Split up into 2 teams and say, let's say the first team to 30 wins. So each zone, that number is worth a point. So, you got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you're aiming for 9 each time and you hit that, obviously you get more points. Wherever you hit, you get those amount of points. First team to 30 wins. That's another thing you can do. Rundown drill, the pickle drill. We can do relays. You can work on your outfield relays and do a race that way. In football, you have the Oklahoma drill, right? Basketball, you have game of knockout. There's all kind of creative things you can do to find ways to make competition in your practice. I try to devote at least 30 minutes each week, each practice to competition time. And I notice when I do not get that time in, I don't go home feeling as good about practice as I do when I do get the time in, because it really ramps up the intensity and it really makes our practices better and our players get more out of it. So if it's something that you're not doing, implement it. Trust me, implement it your next practice and see how the intensity changes, how the teamwork changes, and the results you're going to get from it. If it's something you're already doing, you're a step ahead of me, and keep doing it. Keep inventing ways. If you have any ideas or particular games you do for baseball and competition time, let me know. I'm always looking for new things. But I'll leave you with that clip of our goalie drill competition time featuring one of our older brothers, AJ, who's actually one of the top wrestlers in the country. And you'll see the kids cracking on him, getting mad at him. And I'll see you next time.